By now you get the picture. Microsoft Word is a very powerful, very capable word processing program, but it cannot substitute for a powerful, robust desktop publishing program. So we're going to spend some time, the remainder of this term, working with the layout and production capabilities of a desktop publishing program. Well, we mentioned that there are two, InDesign and QuarkXPress. We're working with InDesign, which is quickly becoming the industry leader. There are still newspapers that are put together using QuarkXPress because they've been using that program for many years. Around the year 2000, the Alabama Press Association started holding workshops on converting from QuarkXPress to InDesign, and one of the reasons is because of the native ability of InDesign to work with Photoshop files and Illustrator files, and also to create PDF files which are used to send the pages to the printer shop. Adobe InDesign also has the ability to work with more fonts and various things like that. To give you an example, when we converted the trop from QuarkXPress to InDesign, it was taking us somewhere in the neighborhood of somewhere around 25 minutes to distill a single page in QuarkXPress that was color separated. When we made the jump from Quark to InDesign, it took less than 45 seconds to do a 4-color separation and to create the PDF file. That was tremendous. What a great gain in time and ability just by moving over to QuarkXPress, or moving from QuarkXPress to Adobe InDesign. One of the other things that a lot of people have noticed is the fact that Adobe InDesign tends to work better with their customer base than Quark ever did. Quark required us to put something called a dongle on the computers in the lab. Now, a dongle is an active device that is always siphoning computer cycles off of the main computer chip, the CPU inside of the computer. In other words, because Quark was so afraid that we were going to pirate their software, we had to place a device that always made the computer run slower no matter what software was running. And heaven help you if you ever lost the dongle, because Quark would basically make you buy an entire new software package as opposed to buying just simply a new dongle. Adobe InDesign, on the other hand, does not continually run, does not continually sample to see if we're exceeding the number of licenses that we have, which, by the way, we're not. We're very careful about maintaining proper licenses for all the software that we have in the lab. And we don't have to put that dongle on the computer to slow the process down. So there are a lot of pluses that we've been able to pick up with by moving over to moving from QuarkXPress to Adobe InDesign. Now, I will say that recently a newspaper editor sent me a very fiery email message because he was very upset because one of our students was at his newspaper as an intern, and that student did not know QuarkXPress. He was like, you can't teach just one piece of software, you've got to teach everything. Now, what I did notice was that they were using Quark version 3, and the current version of Quark is like version 7 out there, so they were way behind themselves. Not everyone's going to be happy. Even the art department at Troy University, they tend to like Quark. But on the whole, the publishing industry is moving very quickly to the new industry standard, which is Adobe InDesign. Another feature I didn't bring up is ebooks. It is very easy to create electronic books using InDesign. In fact, I recently talked with Professor Donna Schubert, who is now our Associate Vice Chancellor for Marketing and Communications. And I was telling her that our catalog, our university catalog, is wrong. Instead of having this page, this book that we print out, we need an electronic catalog. Instead of seeing a picture of Dr. Hawkins saying hello, it would have a graphic. You touch the graphic and you hear Dr. Hawkins saying hello, welcome to Troy University. That's where we're moving, and that's what InDesign allows us to put together for publication.